This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running from the gun, Johnson. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Lions 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and 2, Stafford, he'll get this one to Golladay, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
8-yard pickup.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
8-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep for Adams, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot, looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Nola on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 23. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is caught. Give him 30 yards there.
Complete to Kenny Galladay. First and goal, Detroit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Complete to
Isaac Nada.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
That's the score. Packers 14. Lions 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punt.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score. Packers 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, 40 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
makes the score.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 38, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
44, Mike, 44. Come. Let's get off the field.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Aaron Jones.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Complete to Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
At the 22-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and...
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of 58 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And out of line. It's going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This complete to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Their 49-yard line.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
8-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, it's Johnson, and he's got some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it'll bring up third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Detroit.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. The 30. 20. 10. Touchdown. Detroit. Danny Amendola. 74 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifting the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was tackled at
good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
5-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Johnson.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And long.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Run. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Come out. 44.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
29 yards.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Stafford, a slant to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Collins makes the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
On 4th down, Stafford. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
On downs.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Aaron Jones.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.